Attack the enemy! Victory is ours!
Hello everyone, and welcome back for yet another, I know, Japanese tank battle video. I know it's been a lot of Japan lately, but that's what I've got to grind, so... At any rate, in the continuing quest for my STA-1, which, as you saw yesterday, I have now unlocked, I got a battle with my 6.3 max tier lineup of my M41A1, my Sherman, the NATO, the Soki, and a couple airplanes, and got a battle on Carpathians, and... Oh, before I forget, this was from 28 August 2017, got that out of the way, and spawned next to a Panzer IIH who happened to go the same way I did. My plan here was to go as quickly as I could around the southeast edge of the map here and try to get behind the rocks and see if I couldn't ambush a couple guys coming in about where I'm going to launch my artillery here. And I thought that was funny in the chat. Slight spelling error notwithstanding. Pretty funny. So as the Panzer IIH and I are cruising on up to hopefully delay the enemy advance, trying to decide which rock I want to sit behind, because when you get to this point, it's kind of a toss-up between, do you want to get as far as you can forward and get the best possible position, or do you want to risk giving yourself up and being spotted? Well, I decided to get a little bit farther, just a little bit farther. Took a quick check up there in that forest because you can easily make it there from the other enemy spawn, and then brought it to a stop here by this rock to wait and hold and see what I could see coming. Got kind of hung up on the rock a little bit, and then couldn't see anything from there, so pushed up a little bit further just to try and increase my chances of seeing somebody coming before they saw me. You can see the AI tanks firing up there, and then you can see enemy tanks on their way. That was a big boy that I risked a shot at, and unfortunately all I hit was his machine gunner. But this ASU-85 who was ahead of him had no idea I was there, and I was able to get a good shot into his ammo and knock him out first shot. And then the T-29, like I said, all I got was his machine gunner, which left his gunner and driver perfectly capable of coming forward and erasing my M41 from the map. Oh well. So, came back in my second spawn for my spaded out M4A376W from Japan, and headed back to see what I could do. This time I'm going to go up towards the castle, as I have basically no chance to do much against the T-29 unless I catch him in a good side shot or somehow can get behind him, and I didn't really think that that was entirely feasible, having to start back from the southeastern spawn and drive basically right back towards him. So went back to the northwest spawn and just kind of started flinging some smoke across the battlefield just to harass the enemy, hopefully mess up their view. I doubt it really did anything, but it's at least a distraction. Hopefully it wasn't a distraction to my team, because it could have just as easily distracted my guys, especially since my guys were looking that way. Right as I got a shot at that PT-76, he blew up. He was already killed. Oh well, that's the way it goes sometimes. I would have liked to have gotten an assist at least, because it was my random squad mate who killed him, but that's okay. Dropped my artillery on a marked target in the middle. Probably AI, but who knows, it could have been a real player. I'm trying to move up here to get into a supporting position for my Tiger 2H squad mate up here, and just happened to look over up here on the ridgeline and spot a very likely enemy shape. In fact, it's definitely a T-3485. Turns out it's the T-3485E with the fences on it. I'm not sure how he didn't see me there, particularly after I blew the shot right there and did not get a good hit on him. But he must have not known where the shot was coming from, because he went around the rock to investigate, and I got a great shot into the back of his turret and wiped him out. So I'm very glad that my Sherman is spaded out now, because it can climb this hill with relative speed.
taking the initiative. Cover me.
I have also since spaded the M41A1, which was nice. Now that shot right there, I chalk up to 90% luck, 5% stabilizer, and 5%... Holy crap, there's somebody right there. But it worked, and I killed him. And that was the second kill with the Sherman.
Roger that.
And the second up-tiered kill that I got with my Sherman 76. Now, thankfully, I was able to bully my way through that Hulk right there and continue onward. And right about here, you notice someone has been marked right next to the B point, so I hauled a 180. Thankfully, I was going down the hill, which makes it a little easier to spin around, although a little more difficult to get going again. Put my artillery on the B point there to try and knock him out. Got a kill damage assist from that T-29 who killed me in the first place as my squad mate and he killed each other simultaneously, or close enough to simultaneous that didn't matter. And sometimes in a battle, you get to where one player on the other team just becomes your nemesis for that battle. And that T-29, who killed me in the first place, he got to be my nemesis in this battle, as you'll see here for the rest of the battle. Sometimes you just run into the same player everywhere you go. I don't know if that was him. I was just glad that I was moving fast enough down the hill that I was able to get away from the blast of those bombs there. Come over the hill to a marked enemy, and I actually got a pretty decent hit on him there. I actually thought that was going to fall a little short, but it got right into his turret and knocked him out in one hit. He may have already been damaged from the hit he took previously, I'm not sure. But I'm going to roll on in here and recapture the B point. And throw smoke out here to cover my recapture efforts. And I was very happy that that IL-10 there missed me both times with his rockets and then flew himself into the ground. Which I didn't actually expect him to do. That's not usually how it goes. Now, I don't have a fully maxed out reload on any of my Japanese crews yet, but the reload is good enough on my Sherman that I can basically fire 3 shells for smoke cover and be able to walk back and forth between them and keep firing a new one before the old one in whatever that position is expires. So you can basically cover yourself pretty well with smoke shells here. It actually works decently. If people can't see you already through there and don't have a mark on you, it can be pretty hard for them to pick you out, especially if you've got this level of spread of smoke going on. So I've got plenty of smoke shells, and of course I was recapturing my own point, so once I came back and recaptured it, I would be able to reload my smoke shells if necessary anyhow. Anyway, teammates arrived and came in to start helping me with the capture, so I stopped firing smoke off so that I wasn't smoking them out if they actually wanted to shoot at something. As much as I very much would have liked to have had a shot at an airplane here, I didn't get any.
Allied forces have captured a zone. Excellent.
But we recaptured the point, start moving onwards, move back into the fight here. Press back towards the enemy cap. Now I didn't answer Basby LH there at the time because I didn't actually know if I was going to keep this battle or not turn into a video. It still had to end well, basically. And on the minimap there, you'll notice that my random squad mate just took out a PBJ with his main tank gun. So that was pretty funny. But anyway, I wasn't sure I was going to keep this battle. That helped. The main gun hit on the enemy aircraft helped me decide to keep it. But I still really needed kind of a good outcome or something particularly special to happen. And this one just ends up being a good outcome. Nothing really significantly special happens, but there's some little things that happen, like the kind of back and forth nemesis battle going on with Stalker there. Hey, there he is again. How about that? But anyway, it was a pretty good battle with the Sherman. 3 kills, an assist, a capture. Not too bad. Came back in the KI-49 to be late, which I'm just trying to spade out for the research modifications. The research bonus when you get modification levels done. I was working on the KI-67, which I have since unlocked since this video. I don't have it in my lineup just yet until I fully spade out the 49 2B, just because then I'll put that in my hangar and probably never fly it again unless I need it for some sort of an event or something, or a specialized video, but I don't really do too many specialized air videos particularly, so probably use up the modification boost for it and then garage it forever. I will start flying the KI-67 pretty soon in my Japanese tank lineups. But for now, I was heading back to get a revenge bomb on the M26 that killed me. There he is, burning out. So swing it back over and see if I can't find anything to bomb here. You can hear somebody coming in from behind over to the left, and sure enough, my gunner starts shooting at him. So I'm going to try to get low, try to catch him with the old bomb trick. Got a hit on him. He's apparently right behind me. The bomb goes off, and he must have seen it fall, or he just was doing crazy maneuvers and stuff because the bomb didn't come anywhere near him. Taking some hits from him. I'm getting 1 or 2 hits back on him. Nothing really good. I definitely do not want to get too close to the AAA here, so we're going to roll off and head back towards our own airfield. You can hear him blasting away with this 37mm cannon back there behind me. My gunners just can't quite seem to hit the mark there. I believe he had to have fired his guns empty. There's no really other reason for him to run away there. I didn't do any damage to him or anything, so... At any rate, he's leaving, and I'm gonna run for home as fast as my little engines can carry me here.
Returning to the base.
Had to actually use the flaps to get the nose up because it did not want to respawn. There was just a little bit of horizontal stabilizer damage in the back, even though it wasn't the actual control surfaces. It was enough to keep the plane from flying true. And of course you can hear somebody coming. And there's a P-61 behind me. I got a critical hit on him, which of course was the central gear leg, naturally. He sets me on fire, my gunners are all knocked out, and oh, look who it is again. It wasn't the P-63A-10. I'm not sure why it does that sometimes. It was definitely the P-61 that killed me. The P-63A-10 did probably get a couple of criticals on me at the start, but at any rate, the finishing blow was definitely from the P-61 from Stalker there again. So came back in my KI-61 to essentially chase him down because he's probably got big bombs on his P-61. I didn't notice while he was chasing me, but I assume he had some sort of bombs. Plus, I'm coming back to try and provide my team with a little bit of tiny bomb CAS as well. Also, since this video, I have unlocked the 250 kilogram bombs for the KI-61, so that's a pretty significant upgrade for the bomb load there. It gives you a fairly decent little single drop to do a little bit of support for your team there, and then still have a pretty good, decent fighter to come and help out with any hostiles there might be. Now the problem with these bombs is I tend to always underestimate how far they're going to travel and overshoot my target with my bombs like I did there. But anyway.
Well done.
Here's our buddy again in the P-63, P-61 I mean. And I really didn't do a great job of leading him here. But I was kind of working on the range a little bit. When he gets into a diving turn, my shooting gets a lot worse, but I'm mostly just trying to walk shells at him using the tracers. I'm not really leading him, per se, as I am just aiming with my tracers and waiting until they hit him. You can see I'm just a little behind him. I did catch up, get a pretty good hit on him, took out his gunner, and then ran him into the ground, and sure enough, it's our old friend in the same P-61. I mean, that's not a mystery, we knew it was, but Just another encounter of running into the same guy and us killing each other back and forth. This was finally me killing him. Came in to do a little bit of marking targets for the team here. There were no enemy aircraft in the air that I could see, so a couple strafing runs on the guy in the middle there. Make sure he stays marked for our guys. He got hit with some pretty good bombs there from an HE-111, but they didn't kill him. For just the hint of a moment there, I thought that was a B-17 I was pulling right up into, and I was getting ready to light him up, even though I'm out of cannons. And I only had MGs left. It wasn't. You could hear something nearby, though, so I went into a climb, maxed out my climb, and stalled out, and then just kind of rolled it over to stay up at altitude, build up a little bit more speed again, and try to zoom climb myself up above whatever kind of enemy aircraft there was. Doing into a gradual kind of circling turn here to try and find something. Thought maybe there were a couple of enemy tanks in the A point. Turns out they were all our friendlies. We have captured the point and we win. I get set on fire by the P-63A-10 again, but I'm able to get away from him this time. And that will be it for the battle. So, pretty good first place. A pretty good battle for the M4A3. And not bad. First place with a bunch of awards. It's nice to get a win with 6.3 Axis level teams, because it does not happen all too often. Finished up some research for the KI-49. I still had a ways to go for the STA-1 at this point, but I power grinded that thing yesterday. And there you have it. An ace match, 5 total kills. I actually had one more award here that you can't see on the screen. I don't even know what it is. I didn't notice till after I took the picture. There's the kill feed. A lot of Stalker SOC there. Mostly on the opposite bad side for me. But that'll do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I look forward to bringing you more War Thunder soon. Thank you all for stopping by and checking this one out, and everybody, have a great day.